cast iron buffalo chicken dip. All right, guys, we got our chicken thighs here. It's about 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds of chicken thighs. You can also use chicken breast, chicken tenderloins. We prefer chicken thighs because just love that rich flavor of them. We are going to hit these with that magical chicken rub, get a bit of flavor on them before we put them on. So what we're going to do first is get these grilled, and then we'll shred them up for our dip. There we go. I'm going to take them over here. I got the smoke box running over here. She's running at a high temp because we want to cook. Oh yeah. We're gonna let these things get grilled up nice and tender, and then get them shredded up. All right, so our chicken thighs are done. Took them to about 175 to 180. Beautiful, beautiful grill marks on them and char. So what we're gonna do is get these just chopped up, shredded up. Bree can talk a little bit about what we got going on over here with the main part of the dip.
One of the things I love about this dip is that it's simple, it's easy. Most of the ingredients you have in your house all the time anyway, or at least we do. It can also be done with rotisserie chicken, canned chicken, like whatever you have on hand. We just decided to grill up some chicken thighs. We've got 2 sticks of softened cream cheese here. And in our bowl already, we have 2 cups of sour cream.
What Arnold Schwarzenegger said, take them to the chopper.
We're gonna do 2 cups of shredded cheddar. Try to use freshly shredded if you can. It just will melt better and make it more creamy.
Dude, I want to give a shout out to, because we're sitting here chopping on this. Gaunt Board Company out of Kansas City. Dude, he's making some killer cutting boards. These little thin boards right here are made out of recycled material. They're beasts. We love them. So look them up, GBC or Gaunt Board Company out of Kansas City. Give him a shout, give him a follow. Look at all the stuff he's got.
Now, how much chicken would you say roughly you're putting in there?
That's probably about 1.5 cups to 2 cups.
Then we're gonna use a little bit of our chicken rub. We're gonna sprinkle some of that in there. Brad's checking on our buffalo sauce. That's what gives it its name, right?
I don't know if she's gonna make me measure this or not.
You're supposed to use about 1 cup of Frank's hot sauce or your favorite hot sauce. We just warmed it up with a little bit of butter. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're waiting for it, aren't
Oh,
you?
I'm so waiting for it.
Looks like about 1 cup to me.
So we had this this discussion whenever he was just randomly pouring the buffalo sauce into the little cast iron to warm it up. We were having the discussion about whether that was really a cup or not, because I didn't want to use too much, otherwise it would make it more liquidy than what we wanted. So of course he was right.
Oh, wait a minute.
I know, right? It's on camera, it's recorded.
Lock that in.
All right, now.
So what's our next step here?
All right, so now we got to mix all this yummy
Did we put any
goodness
chicken rub in
together.
there?
I already did.
I'm gonna bring out the blender here in a minute to really get it. See if we can make a mess.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'll step back
You know
over
the
here.
dump trucks, they say stay back at least 300 feet. There's a reason why.
100%. You really want it nice and creamy, so you can use your hand blender to do that. Splash zone.
Looks pretty creamy to me. So from there, we have a cast iron pan that we have pre-oiled. And we are just going to put, as Bree would say, our yummy goodness into the pan.
One of the nice things about this is you can half it and make a smaller amount if you want a smaller amount. If you don't have our chicken rub available, you can also use maybe like a couple teaspoons of garlic powder or something like that, or your favorite seasonings.
I'm just smoothing it out so we get an even cook on it. I mean, everything in here is already done. So all we're doing is warming and browning and making it just look better.
Melting it all together. So now we're just gonna take, it's roughly about 1 cup, but if you know me, you know I love cheese, so probably gonna go a little heavier with the cheese on the top. Can never have too much cheese in my opinion. I know people will disagree with me, but cheese is my favorite food. What temperature do we have the grill setting at, babe?
Well, what it's running at and what it's supposed to be set at are two different things because we just got done grilling chicken. So I would probably run this at about 350. Right now we're sitting at about 450, 475. It's coming back down. I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna go for what, 25, 30 minutes?
Yeah, really all you're looking for is the cheese to start to melt.
A little bit on.
Oh, right in your mouth right there. If you're doing this in the oven, put it at 350 for about 20 or 30 minutes till everything gets melted. And then what you're gonna do in your oven is kick it up to broil to brown that top for about 5 or so minutes.
So you're using Osceola cheese on here too.
I am.
So, and she really did fresh shred this morning. But why are you using fresh shred over like bagged cheese?
That's what we talked about. It
Oh,
melts.
you did talk about it. Okay,
Yeah.
I've been working.
You were chopping chicken.
Chopping chicken,
It's all
okay,
good.
okay.
Because your already pre-shredded cheese that you buy in the grocery store is coated. I'm not 100% what it's coated with, but if you look at it, it's so that it doesn't stick together and clump together. But that's also what prevents it from melting as well. All right, you ready to put it on the pit?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, 25, 30 minutes. We'll check in
We'll
with
be
you in a
back.
little bit. All right, guys. Buffalo chicken dip is done. It's off the smoker. Brie mixed it up a little bit. There was a hard crust of cheese on the top. We wanted that mixed in. God, it looks so good. So, what kind of crackers? We have pita chips, and what's the other one?
The other one is the Grooves Cheez-Its with the cheddar ranch.
Apparently, it's all the rage. So, we say we should see how we did here.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna
try.
do it. Cheese it.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's really good. You could also pair this with any veggies if you wanted to do maybe a little healthier. I know, right?
That's super simple. Takes no time to prepare. Great for a big event. If you're going to a party with a bunch of friends, presentation was easy. A couple cast irons, bigger cast iron holding chips, smaller one holding dip. Easier to transport. Let us know what you think.